looked at his watch. It was after 9 o'clock. Where are you, Buffy? The bronze was busy tonight, but Angel sat alone. He looked at the young faces around him. People laughed and danced. This is Buffy's world. Why am I here? But he already knew the answer. He was there because he loved Buffy. With his dark eyes, he watched the door. Dark Street! Buffy was almost at the bronze. It was the end of October, 2 nights before Halloween. The evening was black and cold. Suddenly, something hit Buffy on the back of her head. She turned quickly. A vampire smiled at her. Not a pretty smile. Buffy hit him hard. He got up quickly and laughed. He hit back. Ah! I haven't got time for this. Angel is waiting for me. She pulled a stake from her jacket. Soon it was in the vampire's body. No more vampire. Look at me! Tonight is my first date with Angel. My clothes are dirty. My hair is terrible. This isn't a good start. The bronze night. Angel sat alone. He wasn't happy. The bronze just isn't cool. Why do we come here? Angel looked up. Angel. Oh, hi, Cordelia. He looked back at the door. I'm waiting for Buffy. Great. She sat down, smiled and talked. She moved closer to Angel. Buffy entered and saw them together. This is stupid. Look at Cordelia. She always looks fantastic. And I look terrible. She turned to the door. Angel saw Buffy across the room. Buffy? He ran to the club door. Oh, hi. I'm late. Bad day at work. I see. Angel smiled. I love your hair, Buffy. Suddenly Cordelia was there. Very street fashion. How do you do it? She smiled at Buffy, then walked back to the table. Angel, I'm going to put a bag over my head. I can't stay here. Don't listen to Cordelia. You look great. You're very kind, but she didn't believe him. We have a date, you know. A date. Other girls have dates, not me. I never think about my hair and shoes. I don't have time. I think about vampires and stakes and blood. She left the club. Angel didn't follow her. Cordelia came back and smiled. Coffee! Coffee! One principal smiled, waited for the students at Sunnydale. Hi. He had paper and pens. A girl walked into school. He grabbed her arm. Put your name here. What is it? Tomorrow's Halloween, and the children of Sunnydale are going trick-or-treating. They need some teenagers with them. That's you. Put your name here. Can I say no? The girl wrote her name angrily and walked off. Did you see that? Yeah, let's walk faster. Principal Snyder appeared behind Buffy. Ah, Miss Mers, Sunnydale's worst student. Put your name here. Oh, I love children, Principal Snyder. But I'm sorry, there's something wrong with my, hands. My doctor says Prince Snyder gave her a pen, then handed 2 more pens to Willow and Xander. Right! The trick-or-treaters leave here at 4 o'clock. They must be home at 6. Don't forget your costumes. I don't believe it! It's Halloween, party night, and we're going to have lots of small children with us. And we're going to be in stupid costumes. I wanted a night at home. It's the only quiet night in the year for me. Halloween is quiet? Isn't it party night for vampires? No, they stay at home, Giles told me. I love those vampires, so usually I can stay in too, but now I can't. Thanks, Snyder. Int, school hallway, Morny and Willow got drinks. For you? How was your date last night? Bad. I met a vampire on the way to the bronze, so I was late, and I looked terrible. Was Angel angry? No, but only because of Cordelia. She does dates, not me. Cordelia? Angel doesn't like Cordelia. Willow? What does he like? Who is he? I met him a year ago, but I know almost nothing about him. Yeah, well, I don't have any answers. The Watcher Diaries. Yeah, and they're Giles's books in Giles's desk, and Giles is a teacher. You're right. We mustn't take things from Giles's desk. It's wrong. They looked into the library. Giles wasn't there. Willow stays at the door while Buffy quietly walks into the library. She approaches Giles's desk carefully. Buffy? Quit. Nothing. Oh, nothing. Hi. Was she a bit strange today? Now, about tomorrow night. Halloween is always quiet. Maybe we can try some new kicks. Giles, Don't you just have fun sometimes? I have lots of fun hobbies. Buffy glances at the door, signalling Willow with her eyes. Come in, get the Watcher diaries. Giles isn't looking. Willow mouths no. Buffy's eyes widen, signalling now. Willow walks cautiously across the room behind Giles. What hobbies? Well, sometimes I clean my books. I enjoy that. One day, leave your books for an hour or two, Giles. There's a world out there. There's this cool place. You go in, sit down in the dark, and there are pictures on the wall. They move. They tell a story. Very funny. Haha. Willow, now holding the Watcher diaries, returns to the door. Buffy sees her. Okay, Giles, I gotta go. Bye. She runs out of the room. Girls' room late. Buffy and Willow sit together, flipping through the Watcher diaries. Wow, look at her. Who is she? Buffy. Doesn't say, but look, it says 1775 here. Angel was 18 then. She looks very rich. Buffy pauses, thinking. She knew him in the best part of his life. Lucky woman. No. Life was terrible for women then. The girls' room door opens and Cordelia enters. Well, Buffy, you left Angel alone last night. He's so nice. But what's his story? I never see him around. Not during the day. He's a vampire. Didn't you know? A nice vampire? I don't believe you. You can't keep me away from Angel with stupid stories like that. Maybe you're the vampire slayer, Buffy, but I'm the manslayer around here. In Ethan's costume shop, the shop is crowded. Buffy, Willow, and Xander move through the chaos. It's so busy in here. You can't move. But it's better than Party Town. Buffy stops, her eyes fixed on a long red dress. Hey, look at that. It's the dress from the Watcher diaries from 1775. I want it. Ethan Rain appears beside them. Please, he holds the dress up to Buffy. Ah, beautiful. The dress transforms Buffy from a pretty girl into an elegant, breathtaking woman. Wow! 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 Buffy blinks, waking up from the moment. I'm sorry, it's too expensive. She turns away from the dress. No, said Ethan. Forget the money. You must have it. It's so right for you. Great! Thanks, said Buffy. Ethan Rain smiled. The old building was empty. No one lived or worked there now. It wasn't a nice part of town, so the vampire liked it. Spike walked up and down, his filled with rage. Buffy, he thought. Buffy must die. Drusilla needs more blood, but that slayer is so difficult. Spike? Spike turned. His angry face softened as he saw Drusilla. Do you love me? Come here, my beautiful one. Spike put his arms around her weak body. Buffy's gonna die soon, my love. Then you can drink all the blood in Sunnydale and you can be strong again. Something is going to happen. I can see it. Buffy is going to be weak. What do you mean? Are there pictures in your head? Drusilla closed her eyes. Come on, my love. Talk to Spike. What's going to happen to the Slayer? When? Tomorrow. But tomorrow is Halloween. It ends on Halloween. This Halloween is different. Someone new is in town. Inti, Ethan's costume shop. The shop was closed. But Ethan stayed in the back room. He wore long black robes. In front of him stood a statue with the face of a beautiful woman. He put his hands together. Blood dripped from them. Lots of blood. Chanting in an ancient language, Janice, I'm your son. He walked to the back of the statue where another face stared back, ugly and twisted with evil. In Buffy's bedroom. School finished early on Halloween. Buffy stood in her room, wearing her costume. I'm the woman in the Watcher diaries. Where are you meeting Angel? Here. When the trick-or-treaters go home. Mum's out this evening. Does he know about your costume? No, he doesn't. It's going to be a big surprise. Now come out, Willow. Okay, but don't laugh. Willow stepped out. She was wearing one of Buffy's tops and a very short skirt. Wow! Forget Cordelia. Meet Willow, the new manslayer. But this isn't me. It's Halloween, Willow. You can be a different person at Halloween, a new you. It's just for one night. The doorbell rang. Xander's here. Are you ready? Yeah, okay, okay. Buffy ran down and opened the door. Xander, holding a toy gun, looked at her. Buffy, you are so beautiful. But look at Willow! They turned to see Willow in her ghost costume from Ethan's shop. Oh, let's get our little monsters. Sunnydale High. The schoolyard was full of children in costumes. Principal Snyder approached Buffy with 5 small kids in tow, their faces painted green with black teeth. Here's your group, Summer. Just bring them all back here at 6 o'clock. Buffy nodded, taking the group along the crowded sidewalks. Next, Sunnydale streets. Night. Children ran from house to house, laughing and shouting. People answered their doors, pretending to be frightened. Buffy watched her group grow tired as the evening darkened. Okay, one more house, and then we're going back to school. The kids ran ahead, and Buffy smiled to herself. I'm enjoying this. It's fun. Ethan's costume shop. Ethan stood before the statue, his voice low and menacing. Janice, this night is yours. The air seemed to thicken, the statue's eyes glinting in the dim light. Sunnydale Streets night. Buffy shivered as a sudden cold swept over her. On the next road, Mrs. Parker opened her front door to Willow's group. Trick or treat! Trick or pretending to be scared. Oh, I'm so frightened! She smiled warmly at the group. What lovely children! Int Ethan's costume shop night. Ethan took the statue in his hands. A strange green light emanated from it, and Buffy felt a cold wind around her. Now, the fun can start! Mrs. Parker looked at the group of trick-or-treaters. Well, Mr. Monster, what can I... A green clawed hand grabbed her neck. The child in the monster costume was no longer a child. It was a real, strong, and evil monster. What are you doing? Stop that! Mrs. Parker pulled the monster's hand away and ran inside, slamming the door shut. Willow suddenly felt strange. Her eyes fluttered closed. I'm falling. Her body collapsed to the ground. XT Street. Continue as Xander nearby froze. A strange sensation passed over him, and then clarity. He was different. He was no longer Xander Harris in a soldier costume. He was a soldier, tall, strong, cold eyes, and a gun firmly in his hands. Willow sat up. She looked around, confused. What happened? She turned and gasped. Her body, still in the ghost costume, was lying on the ground. Hello. I'm a ghost. She looked at her short skirt and top. Oh no, I'm Willow the Manslayer, but... No, I'm a ghost! Xander stared at her, his soldier demeanor unshaken. It's me, Willow! Xander, it's me, Willow! I don't know. A Willow. He reached out to grab her arm, but his hand passed right through her ghostly form. Listen to me. We're friends. Something terrible is happening. I was in a ghost costume, and now I'm a ghost. You were in a soldier costume, and now you're a soldier. I don't believe you! A small vampire ran out of a nearby house. Xander pointed his gun at it. No, there's a little child in there. No guns, okay? Willow turned and spotted Buffy. Buffy, are you all right? The little vampire returned, this time with a bigger, more menacing monster. They moved closer. Buffy, what do we do? Buffy stared at the monsters with wide, frightened eyes. Then she began to faint. Willow knelt by Buffy's crumpled form. Willow! Buffy, are you okay? Dazed, confused. What? Who is Buffy? She's not Buffy. Who is Buffy? Oh, this is fun. What year is this? Buffy. 1775, I believe. I don't understand. Who are you? We're friends. Here, take my hand. Buffy looked at Willow's clothes and surroundings. Your clothes, everything is strange. How did I come here? Willow glanced at Xander, her ghostly face filled with concern. What's going to happen to us without the Slayer? What's a Slayer? Slayer! XD Street, continuous. Suddenly, a monster kicked Buffy from behind. She screamed instead of fighting back. Xander hit the monster with the butt of his gun and it retreated. Let's get into a house. Move! Monster! Willow and Xander turned sharply, weapons ready. It's It's a car! What does it want? What's wrong with this woman? She's from 1775. They didn't have cars then. Let's go. Buffy's house is near here. Into Buffy's house, kitchen night. Buffy, Xander, and Willow enter through the back door. Watches cautiously out the window. Xander. We're okay. For now! The front door! Quick! Xander and Willow rush through the house toward the front door. Don't open it! There are vampires out there. The banging on the door suddenly stops. Willow and Xander freeze, listening. Buffy enters the room looking lost. She stares at a framed photo of herself on a table. This is just like me. It is you, Buffy. Can't you remember anything? No, I don't understand. I don't wear these, are they clothes? I don't like this place. I don't like you. Where is my home? Suddenly, a green clawed hand smashes through the window, grabbing Xander's arm. Xander reacts quickly, hitting the hand with his gun. The creature outside growls and retreats into the night. A different scream echoes from outside. Willow! That's not Buffy! Xander runs to the front door and opens it, disappearing outside. Hey, stop! Moments later, Xander returns, pulling someone inside. It's Cordelia, wearing a dirty and torn cat costume. Blood streaks her arms. What's happening? Cordelia, pausing, trying to stay calm. Okay, listen, your name is Cordelia. You're not a cat. You're at high school and we're your friends. Well, that's nice, Willow, but I'm not stupid. Wait, you remember us? Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah. You guys are being extra weird today. Look at my costume. Party Town's gonna kill me when they see this. Okay, Cordelia, stay here with Xander and Buffy. I need to find Giles. Willow slips out through the back door into the dark streets. Sunnydale Street. Spike stands under a tree, wearing his long black coat. His face is twisted into his vampire form, eyes glowing with menace. He scans the chaotic street, smiling wickedly. Well, this is great! Into Buffy's house. Living room. Night. Xander and Buffy watch the street nervously from the front door. Cordelia peers out of a bedroom window upstairs. Suddenly a voice speaks behind them. Angel, a moment. Oh, good. You're all right. They turn sharply. It's Angel, standing in the doorway. Who are you? Okay, what's happening here? Angel's eyes drift to Buffy in her 1775 dress. Recognition flashes across his face, a memory from long ago. Who are you? Do you live here? No, you know that. Pauses, looking at Buffy again. Buffy? This is Buffy, but not Buffy. Yeah, welcome to our evening, dead boy. What's up with your hair? You look from upstairs window. They don't know you, Angel, and everyone in the street's a monster. Cordelia smirks slightly, trying to lighten the mood despite the chaos. But hey, Angel, how are you? The group stares at each other in uneasy silence as distant screams echo from the streets outside. Into Buffy's house, living room night. The lights suddenly go out. Buffy screams and grabs Cordelia. Hey, keep your hands off me! Xander turns sharply to Angel. Take the girl to the kitchen. Watch the door. Catwoman, stay here with me. Into Buffy's house kitchen. No! Angel enters with Buffy. The back door creaks open slowly. I close that door. Angel moves cautiously toward the door. Buffy presses herself against the wall, trembling. A vampire lunges out of the shadows. Be careful! Angel grabs the vampire, kicking it back into the stake. Angel turns toward Buffy, but his face is transformed, his vampire visage sharp and terrifying. Buffy screams and bolts out of the house. Buffy, no! The other vampire tackles Angel and they crash into a table. Right. Giles and Willow are surrounded by stacks of books. Willow, this isn't helping. What exactly are we looking for? Let's think logically. At 6 o'clock, everyone changed. Right. Xander's a soldier. Buffy's a girl from 1775. Giles eyes Willow's outfit and smirks slightly. And you are a ghost! Giles raises an eyebrow at her short skirt and crop top. A ghost of Willow flushes red. You didn't see Cordelia. She's wearing cat ears and... Wait, that's it. Cordelia didn't change. She's still just Cordelia in a cat costume. She didn't change, so her costume must have come from a different shop. Party Town! But Xander, Buffy, and I went to that other place, Ethan's. Come on, Willow, we need to get there now. Ethan's costume shop. The shop is dark and eerie. Giles and Willow step cautiously inside. Hello? Is anyone in here? Willow notices a faint glow coming from the back room. A twisted statue with an evil face and glowing green eyes sits on a pedestal. What does it mean? Janus, the Roman god. 2 faces, man and woman, good and evil. Milk and dark. Oh no, sorry, that's chocolate. Ethan steps out of the shadows, smirking. Willow, go, find Buffy. Now. But now. Willow hesitates, then runs out of the shop. Hello, Rupert. Long time no see. I should have known this was your doing. This chaos, it's your signature. Chaos is fun, old friend, and admit it, my plans are always clever. No, Ethan, they're not clever. They're evil. Well, Rupert, you would know all about that, wouldn't you? Shall I tell Sunnydale about the real you? Giles narrows his eyes, his expression hardening. Stop this spell, Ethan. Now, and then get out of Sunnydale. Forever. Ooh, Rupert, so scary. Giles punches Ethan hard, sending him sprawling to the floor. Blood trickles from Ethan's mouth as he chuckles darkly. East, Sunnydale Street, night. Angel, Xander, and Cordelia run through the chaotic streets. Buffy! Buffy, where are you? Let's go this way. She needs help now. I can feel it. Buffy's always okay, but this isn't Buffy, is it? From the shadows, Spike watches, flanked by 2 smaller vampires. Did you hear that, lads? Drew was right. Tonight, the Slayer is weak. Come on, let's go find her first. Then we'll drink that lovely warm blood. Dark alley night! Buffy stumbles into a shadowy alley. She's trembling, lost, and terrified. A large, dirty man with rotting teeth steps into her path. Well, what have we here? Buffy gasps and stumbles backward, cornered against a brick wall. Pretty. Nice. No. Suddenly Xander arrives, shouting, Hey! He pulls the man off Buffy. Buffy screams and runs right into Cordelia. Then Buffy sees Angel, screams again, and grabs Cordelia tightly. What's up with you? That man! Your friend! He's a vampire! She thinks, oh, forget it. It's okay. Angel is a friend. He likes us. They all turn as Willow suddenly appears, breathless. Hey, we gotta get out of the road. She gestures ahead. This way, Angel runs to an old building. The others follow him and they close the door behind them. Into abandoned building. Night, but Spike is just behind them, flanked by a group of little vampires. They kick the door and it swings open. Spike enters the building, smiling at his helpers. Well, look at what we have here. Meanwhile, back at Ethan's costume shop. Ethan lies on the floor, his face bloodied but still smirking. Giles stands over him, fists clenched, blood on his hands. How do I stop this evil? Ethan laughs weakly. Say, please. Giles kicks him hard and Ethan flinches. Angel, Buffy, cry! Hi! She said to Spike. I'm home. Do you know something? She said. I'm enjoying this. Hey, Buff, said Xander. We're back. Do you remember anything? Yeah, said Xander. It was like, I'm here. I can hear you. But I can't get out. It was strange. Are you okay? He asked Buffy quietly. Yeah, she smiled. He took her arm and they went out. Hey, said Xander. Where's Willow? Willow, thinking to herself, what happened? She was at Mrs. Parker's house in her ghost costume. Well, I'm in my own body again, she thought. That feels better. Did you? They were boring. I want someone exciting. He moved closer. Interesting. Oh yeah? Strong. Then he took her in his arms. And Buffy smiled. This feels right, she thought. See you soon, he read from the paper. As the sun set, Buffy sat beside Angel in the garden, her hand in his, finally back to her normal life after everything she had been through. The sky was filled with soft hues, but her heart was at peace. She knew there would always be challenges ahead, but now, with her strength restored and her love for Angel, she was ready to face anything. I guess today was a new ending, huh? Ah, a new ending and a new beginning too. Then Angel lifted his head toward the sky while Buffy took a deep breath. The future was uncertain, but they had each other. Together they could handle anything. In that moment, life was about to offer more surprises. But for now, all they needed was some peace.